The number one mistake that most service business owners make is to design a business that too heavily relies on them in order for their clients to get results. Now, this is a problem for a number of reasons. As you can imagine, clients only want you. You end up having to work nights and weekends. Growth becomes difficult. So this also becomes a problem if you want to start thinking about selling your business, right? You might not want to sell at this stage of the game. I don't want to sell, but the best business to actually run is the one that could be sold, because if it can be sold, it's running without you as the bottleneck. So always think about, how can I build a company that just runs forever, that could last forever, and also that would be sellable? Like a buyer could look at it as a valuable asset. Now, when it comes to valuable assets, if someone were to go look at your business, they'll apply more value to it if obviously it runs without you. And things that run without you operate more like a product business. So once we start thinking about our business as a product company versus a service company, we can actually start to think about how to make this business run smoothly like a machine. And once it can run without you, you get to live the life that you want and spend your time on whatever it is that you want to do. Hobbies, mountain biking for me, spend time with my 2 kids, or I could just pour more time, energy, and effort into working, more. But right now, as I've built my business, it's because we've thought about it like a product company. And our product is our process. And most service businesses have a process. And when you go to systematize your business, aka turn it to a product, we need to actually start focusing on one thing. Now, I want to talk about the biggest hang-up that people run into when we think about productization. Now, we want to build a product company, right? Well, there is a spectrum, and the spectrum is on one side over here, we have custom services. If you're a service provider or an agency, you're totally used to this, right? Every client gets something different. The first client comes in, they get something, the next client needs something different, and the third client needs something different. On the other side, over here, we have a product. Like I said, the mouse, the iPad, this hoodie that you buy it and it's very specific features and benefits and yields a specific outcome, has a fixed price, etc. Now, the obstacle or an issue that a lot of service providers run into is they love the concept of my business running without me and it becoming an asset, but they get stuck when they start thinking about making this leap from custom to product. Now, here's the thing. You have to think of this like a spectrum versus a black or white. It's not you have to do custom or you have to have a product, hence the productization piece, right? So think about a line right down the middle. This is the equilibrium of where I'd say probably like this is more of a systematic business. But you get to decide. If you're like, hey, Greg, I want to have a business that is 90% margins with no team and I have zero fulfillment duties, you're going to be way over here, more like an actual product, digital course, an e-learning business where it's mostly content or possibly even a physical product, right? That's what a product is. But if you like being involved with your clients and you want to have a little bit of one-on-one, and there's even opportunities for you to do some work for clients, well, this line has to come back in this direction. And so you have to understand that this is a sliding scale of, well, how productized do you want to be? One of the classic examples that the internet now knows and loves is Alex Hormozi. I interviewed him on our channel. You can check that interview. It has been a great resource, and we've had, I think thousands upon thousands of views of that video. And if you think about what Alex did, he productized his service business. He flew around the country. He worked with gyms to turn them around and launch and fill their gym. He realized he had a process to doing that. He codified that process. And then he said, hey, I don't want to fly around the country. Let me just show you how to do this. Then he started showing people, consulting people on how to move through his process. And he realized that there were a lot of assets and things that he could do for his clients or create for them before they even started working. Basically, Gym Launch was a 16-week program, a product that was a hybrid of done for you and full-on training and coaching. And so he said, hey, run these ads, send these emails, here's this funnel, let's get this in place and you will get this outcome. Then he sold them into a recurring product that was ongoing consulting and training and service, which was really a licensing model of how to actually grow the engine that he just installed in the business. And that, my friends, is a perfect example of productization. He was not full over here where it's like there's no interaction with clients. They were very hands-on. They were probably somewhere over here on the spectrum. Every client followed the same process. They had a lot of pre-built resources and tools that every single client could benefit from. And every single client that came in that got results, the future client that came in would benefit from that work. There was no starting from scratch and every client needing something custom. So my invitation to you is this. Start thinking of your service-based business, your marketing agency, your marketing consultancy as a product. What is the process that you can package that gives your clients an outcome and a solution to a problem that they perceive to be painful and that they're willing to pay a premium for? And you can really start to build a business that will A, be able to run without you, B, not be dependent upon any sole person, and that can actually be operated with a very lean and mean team. So if you're looking for a high 6 and 7 figure business with an affordable lifestyle, 10 to 20 hours a week, then this is the model for you. Love to hear what you think. Check out the comments below in the description to check out the interview with Alex, and we'll see you in the next one.